I'm pleased to say I'm joined by the former BDO World Youth Champion and one of the newest PDC Tour Card holders for 2024, Leighton Bennett. Thanks for the time, Leighton. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Thank you. Excited to be back on Darkcast with you.
Great to have you on, and we're talking still less than a week since you won that tour card outright at QSchool on Saturday. We saw your interview with Dan Dawson afterwards and what it meant to you. Has it fully sunk in now as well?
Still not really sunk in. It's weird. I think it will do on the first day when I go to play a pro tour. But yeah, it's weird. Like, since obviously I've won it and stuff, obviously I was buzzing like mad at the time. But I keep looking like that on YouTube and stuff now, like pro tours and stuff. I just thinking, oh, I'm going to be here soon. I just can't wait. I really just can't wait just to start now. Just looking forward to the first weekend.
Exciting times ahead, and I'm sure the phone has been non-stop since the weekend. Messages of congratulations. Has it stopped going off yet? And what does having all that support mean to you as well?
I love every person that's given me some support. Like, it's just my phone, it's just going crazy still. I've got something like 1,400 notifications on the WhatsApp, so it's ridiculous. Just can't get over it really, with the amount of stuff what's come back since winning the card, and even like on TikTok and stuff I've been seeing videos and stuff, so it's just another little confidence booster because I've just seen my name back out there again now, and hopefully put a few bits and bobs right this year, and hopefully my name will be all over again.
Definitely. Well, we'll come back to QSchool a bit later on, but there is lots to catch up on since we last had you on the show. It was just before the O2, so we're going back to early 2020, the BDO World Championship, and for you, playing in the men's event at the age of 14, what was that experience like?
That was amazing and all. It was one of them really. I thought I'd do a lot better than what I did. But it's one of them, obviously happy to do it, but I think my main aim now is to try and get myself into Ali Pali men's now. But yeah, at least I've had a bit of experience as well, though, on the main stage and TV cameras on me and stuff. But yeah, that was good, and it went everywhere and all that did really when I qualified.
And not long after that, we saw the world shut down. A lot of darts was put on hold for the next 18 months or so. Were you one of the players that went straight to playing online? How did you find that period without in-person darts?
It was one of them at the start of lockdown. I was enjoying it. Like, I was playing like non-stop every day and night. Like, I'd go in my practice room at like 8 in the morning, play some online comps, and I won't come out till late at night. So it was really, really good for practice, but I just got a little bit bored, like playing on the same board every day and just playing on my phone basically against everybody. It's one of those. It's just weird, and obviously there's a few people that come out that were cheating, obviously, so I just kind of packed it all in really on the online stuff, and just got a bit bored of like waiting around kind of thing. But lockdown came at a wrong time really for me, because I just started to play really well again, and then I got put in lockdown, so it's one of them really. But happy to be kind of back playing where I should be now. Yeah,
I've got to say I lost count on how many 9-darters I hit online during that time. It was quite a few, but yeah, I was going to say, was it difficult to stay motivated during that time when you could only play at home? Because for you, you've had a lot of exposure from an early age. That World Youth title in 2019, you're playing against the likes of Phil Taylor, Peter Wright in exhibitions, World Championships. So was it difficult to keep yourself motivated to practice?
Yeah, like, I just kind of like tried to keep myself on the same online competitions because they were run well. But it was good at the time. But if it was only like 6 months or something like that, then it'd have been perfect. But it was just so long. It was just one of them. I was just waiting forever. I just never thought I'd be back out playing. It was strange. But playing like 18, 19 nights in a row, it was weird. It was.
Well, going back a little bit, one thing I've been meaning to ask you, and this is going back to when you won the Lakeside 2019, we spoke with Des Jacklin, the BDO chairman at the World Masters later that year, and we got the sense that he wanted you as the World Youth Champion as one of those picks for the Grand Slam that year. How close were you to being invited? Did you ever hear about possibly playing the Grand Slam that year?
Yeah, I had my hopes up really. I had a lot of people telling me that I'm going to be in. And then last minute I didn't get put in because of my age, so that was a big kick down really. I was gutted really about that because I was really looking forward to doing it. I probably got a bit too excited because I thought I was guaranteed it near enough. Obviously if I did, then happy days, but it's one of them now. Now I'm on the Pro Tour, I want to try and qualify the right way. hopefully I'll make an appearance on the Grand Slam, because it's one of my favourite tournaments to watch as well. So it's always been a good tournament.
Who knows, it could come this year. And we mentioned your age, you were 13 at the time then. We had your former manager, Rab Bain, on the show towards the end of 2021, and he was joking about the monthly countdown that you two were having until you were old enough to play at QSchool. You turned 16 at the end of that year, so you go to QSchool for the first time, 2022. What was that first experience like?
Yeah, it was just one of them though. Like obviously, from back then as well, I was playing so much. I was just so excited, kind of thing, to be playing and everything. Like I did loads of travelling though and all at that age, but could have probably burnt myself out a little bit. But no, I did everything really. Back then it was good.
Yeah, 2022, that was a big year for you. Lots of darts to play in, not just QSchool, but you had the development tour, the challenge tour. You still got the JDC going on as well, and even a call up for the Players' Championships where you picked up a win in the first round. What do you remember about that first taste of the Pro Tour?
The first Pro Tour, that was insane really. Walking in the venue, you're going on a practice board and you can see like all the players and stuff all around you. You just think this doesn't feel right. It's like mental to be in a room knowing you're actually going to be playing in a competition with all these top players and stuff. It definitely lit my eyes up. It's been one of my favourite moments so far on my darting life anyway. But yeah, my first game I got put straight on streaming board, so it's one of them. I probably tried a bit too hard really to win, and then the second day I was trying my hardest to get through the round, and then obviously I won that game and got put back on the streaming board again, and then I played really well there. I lost to Martin Clare like a 6-4, I think.
Yeah, a great experience. And let's get on to last year then. And you said after winning your tour card at the weekend, it was a struggle at times in 2023. You were struggling to average 75 and win games. You went winless at QSchool in the first stage. What was the toughest moment, I guess, during that time for you?
It's one of them last year. Obviously, at the start of last year, I wasn't really interested, I'd say, in some ways with darts. And obviously, got management come in and stuff. I started playing a bit more because I had somebody putting up a bit more to go to some comps. So like got in touch like, oh, can we take you here, there and that. But yeah, it was one of them, the UK Open qualifiers. I think that's what got me back into darts last year, because I went to them all really. Did well in them all. I lost in the semis like 2 or 3 times I think, and I lost in a final and all in one of them. So I think that was one of the main things what got me back, I think, because I was playing really well in them. But yeah, that last year it was ever so strange, because it was just full of ups and downs really. It was like I'd start playing well and I'll go back down, and then I'll start playing really well again, and then I'll go down. It's just started to click though. I changed my darts. I did around October time, and then just since then I've been putting loads of practice in with them, and it's all in my head really. It's weird. I've got a lot better head on me now. I'm a lot more relaxed with darts. So I think that's probably why I'm playing better now as well. But it's definitely done something to my game, because I'm hitting a lot of 90 averages again, what I used to years ago. So it's nice to see some confidence back in, and like consistency wise anyway.
Yeah, glad to see it. In 2023 you did still make a final on the development tour. You were still picking up titles on the JDC tour, and just looking at the JDC in particular, how much of a help has that been for you, because you've been playing on that circuit for a while and it's been the breeding ground for a lot of the top young players that we see now?
Yeah, JDC's been a massive help in my career. Obviously started, I think I went to one in Derby when they used to go to different venues all the time. I think I was only 11 and that was my first ever one, and I enjoyed that. I think I lost in the quarters or something, and that was my first ever one. And like, ever since then really I've always wanted to do them, and then I did the full kind of seasons when I was like 12, 13, and then like the last like 3 years on the JDC have mainly been my best years really, I'd say, on it. Like, it's been really good, and all the JDC men, they've been really good, like with looking after all the players and stuff. It's definitely the best setup for kids in that under 18, 100%. Like I said, without that I probably wouldn't be the player I am today either, because that's been a massive help with my game as well. But it was nice to win a couple of tournaments as well on my last year, because I know a lot of people have been on it on the last year and they haven't done so well, so it's nice to win a couple on my last year.
And one player that you had many meetings with on the JDC tour, a certain Lukeller, who everyone knows about now. You played each other, I think it was the best part of 20 times on that tour over the years, and I think you've got the edge in the head-to-head at the moment. But what did you make of his run at Ali Pali last month? Did it give you an extra bit of motivation going into QSchool, seeing what he was doing?
Yeah, if anything, I think he's done the game really good now for youth darts, because there's going to be that many kids, not just even myself, but there's going to be that many people watching it and just thinking from one tournament it's made his life, really. So it's life changing now for the game, and what he did was spectacular, really, making the final as well. So it's really, really good. But yeah, if anything, I think watching the Worlds this year has given me a massive kick, and definitely seeing Luke go on and do so well, it definitely lit my eyes open, really, as well. And the amount of feedback, and I go on my phone every day and all I see is Luke everywhere all the time. So it's one of them, I want to be in that kind of position once again.
Definitely, and I'm sure there's many darts fans, many of our listeners, they're excited to see you and Luke face off on the PDC tour this year. How much are you looking forward to that? What will be a battle of the teenagers on the professional circuit? I'm guessing it will come at some point over the next 12 months.
Yeah, I can just sense that it's going to probably happen on the first Pro Tour, if I'm honest. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing it. Like, I know a lot of people will want to see it on the main stage, so hopefully at UK Open, if all goes well, hopefully meet them later on in the tournament, hopefully. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing everybody, I think, on that Pro Tour. They're in the full 128, there isn't one bad person, really. There's no easy games, isn't there, in there now? So it's one of them. I'm looking forward to playing on there, and it's definitely going to improve my game, but hopefully I can have some good scouts on my first year and then kick on my second year and hopefully retain the tour card, hopefully.
Well, let's circle back then to QSchool last week, where you got your tour card. You came through that first stage as one of the outright winners on the third day. How much confidence did you take from that heading into the final stage on the Thursday?
Yeah, it was weird. Like, from the start of the week, I just started playing really well. I think I only had one bad day, and that's the second day of the week. But yeah, okay. It's weird. Every day I seemed to click in, and my focus level was brilliant. I probably had never been that focused really playing darts, and my confidence was sky high because I've been playing more coming up to it. Thought if I play anything like this, I've got a great chance. And I was hitting loads of 90 averages in the first 3 days. I thought, if I carry on with this performance, I could probably get one by points-wise. And the first day on the second stage, obviously drew Steve Lennon. He had 102, I had 96, I think it was, and I got beat in the first round. And I took a lot of confidence from there, really, because I thought, if I can keep up with these performances, and I know I'm going to go far in one of the days at least. And then the second day I made a quarter-final, and I played brilliant. I did all day. And then the third day, and then obviously went on to win it. But I was more gutted more than out that I missed the 9-dart leg because I wanted a PDC pit.
Yeah, you have that 9-dart attempt against Scott Mitchell, a rematch of the O2 from a few years ago. But as you mentioned, quarterfinals on that Friday and Saturday, what a day it was, winning the day outright to win that tour card. But at some point, I'm guessing during that day, you'll have known that you'd got enough points anyway. So at what point did you find out you'd be getting a card regardless of what else happens?
My last 16 game, I think, because I heard a lot of people saying there'll be some people that will probably scrape through on 5. And when I won my last 16 game, I think it put me on 6. And I thought straight away, I've got 2 more days as well. So I kind of knew I had one, I think, on 6. So I just dropped to the floor near enough and started getting all emotional. Ran outside, rang my mum and dad going on about it, and they were like, head on, you're still in the tournament, go and try and win it outright. And I come back in, and the semi-final, I don't know how I won, to be honest, because my eyes were stinging, and I was so emotional still when I was playing it. I just couldn't get my head into the game because I was like, oh my god, I'm going to be on Pro Tour. I obviously won that, and then I knew for sure I was on. So it was one of them. When I knew I was straight in it, it was like, wow, kind of thing. And then obviously won the final and all. So it was lovely because I won one of the qualifying days to get through to the second stage, and then I won the day outright and all to get my card. So it was a nice little confidence booster and a statement kind of thing to know I'm good enough really to get through.
Yeah, a special day that will live long in the memory. You're now on the PDC tour for at least the next 2 years. So what are you most looking forward to about having this tour card? There's going to be a lot of opportunities coming your way. Are there any events in particular you're most excited about, or maybe possibly getting to play in?
European tours, they're the ones I want to try get in. I always used to watch them anyway. So that's one of my main things this year. I'd love to qualify for a couple of them. If I'm honest, my main goal now this year, because obviously before QSchool, my main goal was to try and qualify for UK Open. Obviously now I've got a card, I'm guaranteed in it. So now probably my main goal is to try and qualify for Ali Pali now, because I'd love to play on there in front of a proper crowd. So I've obviously played on there in the World Youth Final, but I want a crowd, so it'd be nice to play in there when they've got all the fans in. But yeah, I just can't wait to start on the Pro Tours and see how I get on in the first 6 months, really. That's going to be a big test for me. But I think if I keep up with the performances, what I've been doing lately, I could probably do quite well this year.
Definitely. And lastly, before we let you go, you came onto the darts scene, as we know, at a very young age. There's been some highs and lows already in your young career, but you've only just turned 18. What would you say are the most important things you've learned in these last 5 or 6 years that's helped you to this point getting on the tour?
Probably a little bit of stage experience that might help me some points, so I'm not going to be all new to it. And obviously having a Pro Tour weekend before, obviously being on there for my first time properly this year, so that's going to be a little bit of a help, because I kind of know what it's going to be like. But yeah, I think all the confidence and stuff and everything what I've done over the last 5-6 years, like you say, is definitely going to help me probably, and hopefully I don't get the nerves in there, but there's definitely going to be some kind of nerve, I think, on the first weekend. But hopefully just go there and just play how I do, and if I play like I do, I'll win quite a few games, hopefully.
Leighton, it's always a pleasure to get you on the show. Thanks very much for taking the time, and congratulations again on winning that tour card, and wish you all the best for what's to come for the rest of 2024 now as well.
Yeah, but I appreciate it.